Well, Charlie, the PJ doll, ever since he first showed up, has been a real PJ mascot. But Charlie disappeared for quite a few years, probably 7 or 8, 10 years. And in 1984, all of a sudden, Charlie magically appeared again. So we decided we were going to relist him into pararescue. And I was at a PJ reunion down at Eglin, and the same time we had a SARX, which is the old exercise we used to have with the Canadians. And so every year we had a SARX, jump competition, medical competition, stuff like that. So at the banquet for the PJ convention, General Mall was guest speaker, and Charlie showed up and was up at the head table. And the idea was that General Mall was going to take Charlie back to Scott, and we're going to re-enlist him and then send him to PJ school for retraining. Well, right in the middle of General Mall's speech, all the lights went out, and I knew exactly what was going on. Now I was sitting fairly close to the General Mall and the table where Charlie was, so I jumped out of my chair and ran about 15 feet to the table, grabbed Charlie. And I was going to try to get back to my seat and hide Charlie, but it's too late because the herd hit the table. So I dove underneath it with Charlie in my arms. There was probably about a 10-minute fight going on. And finally, the lights come on. There's about 40 PJs standing there bewildered because they couldn't find Charlie anywhere. I was under the table holding Charlie in my arms, and they couldn't really grab Charlie away from me right in front of everybody. So they went back to their seats, and I took Charlie to my seat. And just then General Mall said, "Milston, if you value being chief of pararescue any longer, you will see to it that Charlie gets my airplane in the morning." Well, I took that as an order. So I, instead of sitting down, I walked to the back of the banquet hall and walked out the door. Had a young PG open the door for me by the name of Wayne Walls. And instead of opening the door for me, he grabbed Charlie and took off down the stairs. So General Mall continuing with his speech, and here's Wayne Wall running down the stairs of this convention center, holding Charlie in his arms. So I started chasing him, and I chased him out of the building, chased him across the street at Fort Walton Beach, through a couple of motel parking lots and swimming pools. In fact, one place I heard people screaming they're calling the cops on us because they thought I was ready to kill him. And after about a 15-minute chase, I tackled him. And he skidded underneath a parked car, fortunately for me, and Charlie got stuck outside. So I grabbed Charlie and took off again. And by the time Wayne could get out from under that parked car, I was gone. So I secured Charlie for the night. I didn't make it back to the speech, so I missed out General Mall's speech, and he was talking about all the neat things that are happening in the future of pararescue. And I felt kind of bad about missing out on that because I want to hear some of it myself on what was going to happen to us, because we're at a real turbulent time then.
What year was this, Dave?
But the next morning, I took Charlie down to the air police station and requested an armed escort to General Mall's Learjet. And I got my escort, so we marched up to the jet with Charlie, and I handed Charlie to General Mall. General Mall turned to the senior list advisor and said, "Is there any danger or chance of the PGs hijacking us on the way back to Scott?" He was serious about it. He thought we were that serious about Charlie. But we got Charlie back to headquarters. He was re-enlisted. He was sent out to Kirtland. He was retrained, and then the fun started all over again.